What the fellas, the Iron Jesse here. I'm back for another LEGO Avengers Infinity War 2018 set review for you guys. And this time, it's my second set for the new movie lineup. It's called the Hulkbuster Smash Up. It's set 76104. It ages 7 through 14. It has 375 pieces and 4 minifigures. Now, my mom got this set at Target instead of Amazon. So she decided to pick this set up at Target instead of Amazon. Now, this set is going to be very cool with the new Hulkbuster, just like the old one back in 2015 for Age of Ultron, the Tower Cannon, and the minifigures as well. So without further ado, let's get started by taking a look at the minifigs first. So the first minifigure included in this set is Proxima Midnight, and now she is a new character looking very cool. And of course, she is one of the other Black Order members of Thanos. Now, of course, I like her face printing with the red eyes, looking very cool. I like that blue hairpiece with the black horns. And of course, I like her torso printing, looking very cool. I wish they added some leg printing. And she has the white arm that you can see. And of course, she has her trident there. Now, she used that for a throw at Captain America from the first trailer as well. So let's take that off of her hand so I can show you Proxima Midnight without her weapon. Now here she is without it, looking very cool at the front. And take a look at the back of her. And of course, she has long blue hair as well. And of course, she has a double-sided face. And yeah, she is mad. And she has some back torso printing as well. So that is it for Proxima Midnight. Next minifigure is Bruce Banner. Now this is the same version from Thor Ragnarok from the Ultimate Battle for Asgard set from last year. And yes, this is the same Banner. And of course, the face and the torso printing is the same. And of course, the back torso printing is the same. And the second face printing is the same as well. And of course, nothing new for Banner, still the same one. Next minifigure is Falcon. Now this is the new version of him. I like his face printing with the goggles, with that angry face there. And of course, his torso printing is darker this time, instead of lighter from the crossbone set from Civil War. And of course, he has some brick built wings there. And of course, they are articulated, as you can see, looking very cool. And of course, same thing for the other side as well. Now they have stickers on it that you can see looking very cool. I wish they gave him some guns and leg printing. Here's the back of his jetpack that you can see looking very cool. Now it is removable as well. And of course, he has a double-sided face looking very cool without the goggles. Look like the likeness to Anthony Mackie. And of course, let's take that see-through piece off so I can show you guys his back torso printing. Now, it is very cool. And of course, the other day I will do a minifigure comparison of him with the Civil War version as well. So that's it for Falcon. And the last minifigure is the same Outrider as well. And of course, same face and torso printing. And of course, same arms there that you can see. And of course, same pack there as well for Spidey and the Mark 48. And same back head print. And same back torso printing as well. And of course, he does come in the dropship attack and the Corvus Cleave set as well. So that is it for the minifigures. Now let's get on to the set itself. I will take a look at the Tower Cannon last as well. So let's take a focused look at the new version of the Hulkbuster. So here he is. Now of course, it is built by Bruce Banner instead of Tony Stark. And of course, I like that new head piece there for the new printing. Looking very cool with the nice eyes. And of course, the chest has some stickers there, looking very cool. Now they gave him a small arc reactor as well. And we have that sticker for his body and some stickers on the legs there. Now of course, it's looking very cool. And of course, same thing for the other leg. And he has some toes there, looking very nice. And of course, here we have the side there. Now, one of his hands has the same part for the sticker there that you can see. And of course, here we have the other side with that same sticker as well, looking very cool. And of course, here's the top part of him, looking very nice. And of course, here we have the top part of his head, his shoulder, looking very cool. And of course, here we have the other side of his shoulder as well. And of course, here's the side of him, looking very cool. And of course, here we have the other side of him. And turning around to the back, and of course, the back looks very cool. And of course, that is a play feature that I'm tapping to. And of course, here we have the bottom part for his legs as well. And of course, let's get on to the play features and then the articulation. Now, the play feature, this is the play feature, the opening hatch for the hulkbuster. Now, it's different than the one from Age of Ultron, but of course, the head opens up and the chest parts open up, as well as the arc reactor. Now, this is what the inside of the hulkbuster looks like. And of course, you can put Bruce Banner in there. So let me get him in there. And of course, nice and slow. There we go. And of course, he does fit in there. And you can close that back up. And of course, he's ready to smash in his first Iron Man suit. And the other play feature, now this piece right here could make the move, well, the arm I should say, could make the arm move in circles. Now, as you can see, and of course, if you don't want that, you can take off this piece. And of course, I will put that back on after the review. You could make it still as well. And of course, just like that. And of course, you don't want it to make it loose as well. And of course, for the articulation, the head doesn't move because of the play feature, but the arms rotate. And of course, they could go in and out. Bend 2 points on the elbow. And of course, the fingers are the same. And of course, they can move. And of course, this part has the sticker look like the Mark 6 arc reactor. And of course, same thing for the other one. And of course, the legs move in circles and they could go back. And of course, no bend 2 points on the knee. And of course, it has ankle pivot side to side and foot articulation and toe articulation as well. And of course, taking a size comparison for the hulkbuster with Falcon. And of course, let me move it aside. And of course, let me put Falcon down the base plate. And yes, one of the pieces just popped off. I will find that after I finish up the review. And of course, the hulkbuster is bigger than the Falcon as well. And of course, one last thing, there's the bottom of the hulkbuster. Now, it usually has those blue cylinders, but this time it has some blue bricks for it as well. And of course, there is the bottom of the hulkbuster. And of course, he is very cool and very great as well. And of course, that is it for him. And the last build for this set is the tower cannon itself. And of course, I set the hulkbuster aside. And of course, let me take a size reference with it. And of course, you can see there are the differences for it as well. Sent the hulkbuster back. And of course, this is not that bad. And of course, you can fit a minifigure in there. And of course, I gotta throw Proxima Midnight on there. And of course, just like that. And of course, I like that classic Lego shooters there with the ball there, looking very cool. And of course, you could shoot that out. So I'm gonna shoot it with my hand in. You squeeze it. And yes, it shoots out. And if you lose one, the set gives you a second spare one as well. And it has some stickers there with that Royal Italian design that you can see. Here's one right there. And of course, right there. And right there on the bottom as well. And of course, it has that Nexo Knights pieces, but this time it's in purple. Here's the side of it. And here's the back of it. And what's inside the back? The Soul Stone. Now, of course, let me show you guys that Soul Stone. And of course, here it is. Now, of course, this is my second Infinity Stone. And of course, the Mind Stone was my first one, but the second one is the Soul Stone included. And of course, you do get 3 spares of that one. And here's the other side as well. And of course, the play feature, when you use the hulkbuster, you use that piece to smash it up like this. And of course, that part could move down as well. And of course, it is attached to the 2 studs as well. And of course, when you attach that circle piece, it will move. And of course, you can smash it with the hulkbuster as well. So what I think about this set, it is very cool. Now, it's different than the one from Avengers Age of Ultron. And of course, Bruce Banner is the same one. And of course, I put him inside the hulkbuster. And of course, Falcon is new. And Proxima Midnight, well, I said Midnight wrong, it is exclusive. And of course, the Outrider is the same one from the Corvus Cleave set and the Dropship Attack as well. And of course, I will get the Dropship set soon or Thor's weapon quest. Well, I don't know. I'll see. Well, I like the new hulkbuster, and of course, so I will compare it to the old one as well. And of course, I will do a minifigure comparison for Falcon first, and then soon the hulkbuster as well. And of course, I am gonna find that same piece after the review as well. And of course, I will put back everything together as well. And of course, I like the tower cannon. I like how it breaks off like that. And of course, it's easy to attach there. You can place each minifigure in there as well. And of course, Bruce Banner is the same one. And yes, he's still in there. And of course, I like that new face print for the hulkbuster and the stickers for the chest and the body and the legs and the hands. And of course, all that is very cool as well. And of course, I like the new Falcon better than the Civil War one. And of course, I wish they give him red wing for his jetpack there. And of course, all that stuff is very cool. And of course, I like the jetpack, how it's articulated. And of course, all that stuff is very cool as well. And the Hulkbuster's arm could move as well. And of course, all that stuff, just wow. And of course, that is it for now. And of course, I am wrapping it up right now because I made it too longer as well. So that is it for now. Tell me in the comments what you guys think about this set. Thank you all for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell, the save button, link in the description, and Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about this set as well. I'll see you later, alligators.